Hello everyone. So today we'll be discussing about hydrogen sulfide. This will be the objectives, properties of hydrogen sulfide, where do we find hydrogen sulfide, exposure limits, detection, and emergency response and rescue procedures. Properties of hydrogen sulfide. So first, the basic property of hydrogen sulfide is that it is colorless and transparent. It is also soluble in water. It is very offensive in odor. When it is in low concentration, it smells like a rotten egg. But yes, it is very dangerous when it is in high concentration because it becomes odorless. Even the people, those who are around in that atmosphere, cannot even know its odor. Fourth, it is highly toxic and hazardous to health. It is corrosive to certain metals, and it very easily get dispersed by winds. It is flammable and it is heavier than air. Its vapor density is 1.1895. You can also see the explosive range of hydrogen sulfide in air is from 4.5 to 45.5 percentage. The range is much higher than PEL, that is permissible exposure limit. Where we find H2S. So in natural resources, yes, in natural resources we find in the decomposition of organic materials by bacteria, natural gas, petroleum and crude oil, volcanic gases. Industrial sources, H2S is either a product or byproduct of waste materials. It can be found in natural gas processing plants, petroleum refineries, oil and gas wells, sewage treatments. So these are the two sources where we can find the H2S. Now exposure limit of H2S. So you can see that when it is up to 10 ppm, so there is a distinct rotten egg odor. When it comes from 20 to 100 ppm, there is severe irritation of eyes and breathing passages. From 100 to 250 ppm, severe irritation of eyes and breathing passage, cough, headache, nausea, loss of smell, and from 250 to 750 there is impairment of nervous system. At last it will cause death. So this is the concentration of H2S in air in ppm, that is parts per million. Detection of H2S. So H2S can be detected several ways. Like the first one is sense of smell, which is for mainly for low concentration. There are some strip tests like lead acetates, ampoules, or coated strips, colorimetric tubes, electronic portable or fixed monitors, wet chemistry, gas chromatography, and alarm. There is a zone classifications also. The zone classification is like red, yellow, and green. Uh, it shows the red color shows the hazard level as high, yellow shows as medium, and green shows as low. The terminology can be different for different companies. Description for red, that is the hazard level is high. It is like areas where potential exists for exposures to such high concentrations of hydrogen sulfide that fatality may occur. Fatality means death due to relative short exposure. In medium, the description is areas outside the red zone where the potential exists for exposure which may be injurious to personnel after relatively short exposures. And the low one is that area outside the yellow zone where a personnel would be able to safely evacuate in the event of an accidental release without the need of PPE. So this is the zone classification when you need for your company where there is a presence of H2S. Yes, you can make the zone classification as per this chart. Emergency response and rescue procedures. So first of all, do not panic. In any emergency situation, this is the first step, that do not panic, hold your breath, move upwind or crosswind and away from the gas. For that, you can even see the windsock, that it is the wind is moving in which direction. Put on appropriate breathing apparatus, assist anyone in distress, help someone who is in distress, and move quickly to the upwind safe briefing or assembly area. So in this way, you can you can evacuate from that place. Always follow company policies and procedures for escape and rescue. Before attempting to rescue anyone else, always protect yourself first. Don't become another victim. Put an rescue breathing apparatus. Here it is 30 minutes is KABA, that is self-contained breathing apparatus. Before attempting a rescue, use the buddy system. Do not attempt to rescue anyone alone. So last and the final slide, that hydrogen sulfide is extremely toxic gas and can cause instant death. So whenever you are working as a safety professional in an industry or organization, and where there is a chance of where there is that the industry is handling S2S, so please make your people, make your employee aware about S2S, and even you can use this videos, or you can use this content, and also try to ensure that all the safety control measures related to S2S is present in your industry or location. So with this, we are closing this S2S session. Thank you.